Hello. Right then, let's just strike this game up. Now this game would be in one of the folders that I'm going to look at now, and here it is. That's the one. Okay, hello. I'm going to cast a game now for a brand new game that was on StarCraft2rep.com, I think it is. It's just come up and it's by a player called Chitaprime, who's a really neat Protoss player. And I, watched this player a lot, and he played like 10 games, and he played quite a famous ones against Mystic, where Mystic Prime used lots of Nidus worms and stuff, and he's just a class act. So we're going to start this one now and see what happens. I'm quite excited. So here we go. Looks like we're on Delta Quadrant. Yeah, he's just got insane Stalker micro. This guy is Chitaprime. Like I say, he's one of the best players I saw. I don't know who he is or what his alias is. It wouldn't surprise me if he was one of the pro gamers from GSL, to be honest. I looked at his records, though. They're not that impressive. But we'll just have to wait. Much, but really this was like you start a new game and you try and pick a player to emulate, and I downloaded some of this guy's records, and they were so good, and he was the guy, and he's just disappeared, and it's broken my heart. Come on, Cheetah. That's C-H-I-T-A, not cheetah, like saviour. Okay. Right then, so we're starting off, and it looks like Cheetah has spawned at the top left, and we've got close positions, yeah? And his opponent has spawned on the top right. We're going to stay on Cheetah Prime's... Sorry, I got that the wrong way around. Cheetah's on the right, and the other guy's on the left. Who is the other guy? Huaktong Singtongta, for those of you who are fluent and can read Korean or Mandarin or Chinese or whatever it's called. We'll get back to the game. I'm going to leave it on Cheetah Prime's perspective to start off with, because he's the guy that we're following. So we've got a pretty standard opening going on so far, and what else could it be with only 42 seconds played? He normally plays pretty standard. I've seen his Protoss versus Protoss before, and he'll go Warp Gate Cybernetics Core, and he'll pump out a Stalker. He'll pump one out. And he normally skips the Zealot, but we'll have to see what happens. I don't think he'll deviate from his normal build. All right, let's just check the APMs and see what we're looking at even at this point of the game. Yeah, 320 for Cheetah Prime at the moment, and 288 for his opponent. So these are two high-level players who are going to get it done. All right then, let's. I'm going to put the. I'm going to put us on the units tab now. That's my favourite tab, the units tab, and they're both 11 apiece, so no mistakes so far, as we would expect. Chrono Boost in his Nexus. He's got his first pylon down, and this is quite a late gateway, as gateways go, on 13. Pretty standard. We'll just have a quick scout across, and we'll see what Huaktong Sing is doing. And yeah, his gateway was slightly earlier, but identical build so far, as would be expected. And so he's got his first gas geyser up, and he's going out to scout, venturing out into the Delta Quadrant, into the centre to take the Zelnaga Tower. And perhaps both probes will pass each other. And he's going to scout, he's going to waypoint his scout straight to Huaktong King's base to start off with. And yep, and the probes pass each other in a moment of exhilarating excitement. And here we go. Okay, so really standard from Cheetah at the moment, and he's checking for proxies. Always a sign of one of the sort of top class players there, who really scout around. You see Tester and Protoss players like that. They're very methodical about looking around for proxy pylons, and everyone knows where the proxy pylon goes on Delta Quadrant, which is to warp into the natural there over the gap. So that's where he was checking. And in fact, he's not even bothering scouting his opponent early. He's just literally sending out that probe to scout for proxies. And so in fact, he's actually going to scout, by the looks of it, the way it turns out, he's going to scout out Huaktong Sing last, which might not be good if Huaktong Sing's rushing. So let's have a look. I'm just going to call this guy, because I'm risking being called racist now, which I'm not. I'm just going to call him Ben. And Ben's cybernetics core goes up, so does his second gas geyser, and so we're not going to see, you know, any sort of 10 gating nonsense. This one's going to play out properly, as you would expect. And first Zealot is out for, is it a Zealot or is it a Zealot? I think it's a Zealot. I don't know. 20 apiece in the unit tabs. 1 Zealot each in the arena of destruction. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a war of micro, a war of attrition. Is it going to be exciting? Who knows? But this part of the game has got to be the hardest to cast because it's just so fucking boring. Especially when you haven't got anyone deviating from the normal build. Okay, so here we go. We got our first military buildings going up. Alright, let's see what they are. Cheetah, stay still. Okay, we've got 3 gates. 3 gateways going up, and we've got warp gate technology nearly researched. I think we're just going to stay with Cheetah now because, you know, talking and moving the mouse and not flicking about too much, it's pretty hard to do. So we're just going to roll on. So Cheetah's moving to the Zelnaga Tower, just to check for any early rushes. Twilight Council going down. Guaranteed that will be for Blink. If I know Chitaprime, he really likes Blink Stalkers, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone who's as good as him with Blink Stalkers. Maybe is it OGSMC? He's pretty tidy with his Blink Stalkers too. But you watch this guy. Don't let me down, Cheetah. Don't be shit. Proxy Pylon goes up. So he's going to perhaps try and warp into the natural and hit Ben on 2 fronts at the same time. We'll see. With 3 gates, so the rush is a little bit earlier than with a 4 gate. We're on 540. All warp gates are up, and the pylon holding him back from that first warping. Looks like that's what's going to happen. He's going to try and hit him on 2 fronts. He's got a sentry there, so he's to be careful. Oh no! He went up the ramp of doom, and now he's been destroyed. And we've got a Zealot hitting the other one. He's like, don't stab me in the back. Out, and disappears into a puff of ether. So that's bad play by Cheetah to start off with. It's obvious a good player is going to have a sentry up there to chop you in half. And there's someone called Gethereed speaking in Chinese on the screen. Gethereed, stop it. Stop it, I'm casting. Alright, so Cheetah's advancing. And he's like, yeah, plant your force field. Do it, mate. And he's just trying to pick off this Stalker and take no damage, which he doesn't manage to do. In fact, he loses a lot of the actual life of one of his Stalkers, not just a shield. And he's warping in this side of the natural. That's an interesting choice because he knows he's in trouble now, and he knows Ben's going to push into his base if he hasn't got a force there to stop him. Like, oh no! What the fuck? I fucking missed it! So he snuck one Zealot in the back there. Let's see how many kills this Zealot. We'll call him Archibald. 8 kills. It's just 8 kills there. Get in. How's that to show you the power of diversion? Like a magician, he's attention's at the front and he sneaks in the back and twats 8 villagers. Right, we've got an Immortal out now, which is doing some serious damage at the front from a Cheetah. And we've got some action going on at the back here again. There's another Zealot in there. Let's have a look at the viddy counts. So we've got Chitaprime on 27 probes. And we've got Ben on 18. Now, I've got to admit, shit casting, I missed it. I missed a lot of these kills. So we're going to go back a wincy little bit. We're going to go back to here and we're going to see the moment where the infringement took place. And there it is. He's warping in, he's like, I'm very, very sneaky. I will sneak into your base while you are not watching and I will kill you. Okay, and here he goes. He's sneaking and he's just going, please don't catch me, please don't catch me. And so he times it so that he distracts him at just the right time, and just as he does that, Zealot goes, haha, it's party time, and he goes, pop, 1, yeah, pop, 2, yeah, that's your mama, pop goes your mama, pop goes your dada. Look, I mean, he is really whooping some ass there. I hate it when your units like half kill a probe and then decide to move on to another one, like then, for no reason. It can really knacker you. Yeah, you know, to do this much with one Zealot, that's nice going. This Zealot is so tough. I bet he can take both of these on. It's like, yeah, both of you, whatever, do it, come on, and dice. All right, then we're going to forward to where we were. We are 7 minutes 30 seconds in, and Chitaprime's got